spot, and they could also challenge some of the other mid-range teams as we stand by now for Chinese Taipei versus Malaysia. Malaysia recently outed from the Asia Rugby 7 series. Chinese Taipei finishing right down the end of the log. Chinese Taipei, well, there's a few players there we recognise from the series, coached by Ho Min Shen. And Malaysia, we're also familiar with some of these players, namely players like Izzuddin in number 1, Zulkifli in number 5, Hashiruddin in number 6. And it'll be interesting to see where they're at after being relegated from the Asia Rugby 7 series. On they come then. This is a crucial game for the pool, you would expect, Jed, with Hong Kong being the other team in the pool. These two here, whoever wins this will effectively sew up second spot in a quarter-final place.
I was absolutely delighted to hear that Malaysia are going to be coming through to this tournament, and this game in particular is a really good matchup first up this morning. It'll be fascinating to see who wins this, and I don't know, mate, but I seem to be trending towards Malaysia on this.
Nori Hashimoto from Japan is the man with the whistle. And Malaysia playing in their orange strip against Chinese Taipei in their traditional blue with the white stripe. Of course, we saw Chinese Taipei, their last game, their last act of the series was to beat Korea at the Sri Lanka Sevens to take 7th spot to get over the top of Korea. And Malaysia will have a point to prove here. Malaysia took out the Asia Rugby Sevens trophy in August to earn their spot back on the Asia Rugby 7 series next season. Chinese Taipei, first touch of the ball. Coming from the side, says referee Hashimoto. Tang Po Sheng gets us away. On the front foot is Zhao, and he gets belted back to the ground, and his head hits the turf at a rate. Good tackle. Malaysia want to go early with the line out.
Well, they've had some big names go through Malaysia to help out with the preparation for this campaign. Tana Umanga was down there at some point in the last few weeks, offering the benefit of his experience. And it'd be some good experience to get too.
Nice line, coming, running straight. I like the look of this already from Malaysia. Just trying to bustle out of the last tackle is Hazim. And great last pass to Azwan Zuwaidi, and he's going to finish off a sweeping movement downfield. It's a terrific try for Malaysia to get underway this weekend. Azwan Zuwaidi, first try of the tournament.
Yeah, how about that busting line? He's come hard onto the ball, hard and straight, and stiffened up the Chinese Taipei defence. They've had to stop tracking out towards the sideline. Some good into passing. Malaysia, it's a great restart.
It's an interesting contest, isn't it? I mean, Chinese Taipei relegated at the end of the season. Malaysia promoted, so they've swatched places for next year's series. And it's a good examination of the seedings and the results of those tournaments. You'd expect a game like this to be relatively tight.
I think after playing in the top tier of the Asia Rugby Championship in 15s, I think the fire's burning pretty brightly in Malaysia for rugby union.
Can't quite get it to 10 though, so Hashimoto calls them back to the spot. Chinese Taipei will get a second go with the ball here. They give it out straight away to Lee Hong An, try and give him some space. Good counter rucking from Amalul Asim, and has he got over that? Almost. Good footwork from Chen Tung Kai and smashed by Aswan Zuwadi. This defence is very stern from Malaysia, very abrasive. Tang Po Sheng. This is Lee Hong An, gets taken in a good tackle. Oh, beautiful pass on the inside to Lo Shin Kui. And a big centering kick. He's got the call. They just need the bounce here, Chinese Taipei.
Oh, he's
got it. Tang Po Sheng, I thought you don't see that very often, the centering kick in sevens. Good vision, good bounce, and they are on the board themselves. They've returned fire, and they needed to do it.
Well, it's often said that the old tricks are the best tricks, and that one is fresh out of 1976, ladies and gentlemen. The old-fashioned centering kick, kids. Don't ever forget about it.
Well, you can't coach that, can you? It's it's stuff you play at training when no one's watching. And there's the coach. He probably masterminded that.
You would have to think so. But there will be a few people out there to be having kittens when they saw that kick go ahead. But for the educated eye, it was all on.
It was a good break too, and good interplay, a good straightening line. Really nice sevens from Chinese Taipei. Both these sides impressing early. Chinese Taipei somehow missed that kick from straight out in front, so they trail by 2. And here's this formidable hard running of Malaysia. This time it's Sadiq Amir. There's a lot of new names in the squad. They've obviously rung the changes after the relegation. They're blooding some new players. They've relied on a few Fijian-born players over the years, but you need a passport to play in these matches. They break out Malaysia. Again, it's Amalul Hazim. This is Wan Azudin. Supporting players just off their feet now. They've gifted that back to Chinese Taipei. Here goes Lee Hong An again. Good tackle from Anwarul Hafiz.
Some great work over the ball. Outstanding play.
Yeah, both teams working hard on defence, dispossessing. Look after the ball a bit better. Here's Mohammed Sadiq Amir. Puts the big arm out and just trundles forward.
Keep working, big man.
Lai with the inferior reach, can't bring him down. His mates come and help him. Aswan Zuwaidi stepping, straightening. Amir Nazrun, that's a good run. Can he pop it up? Lots of blue shirts around him. Exciting stuff from Malaysia. Azudin. Look at the step, the fend. Is he going to have the gas? No, he's not. But he gets up and he goes again. That's absolutely outstanding. Joseph Gordon finishes off a sweeping move downfield. And he's got the right to sit there and just admire his work.
Yes, well, that's the admiration pose for sure. I mean, that was remarkable. There was no room there at all. He's basically cut his way through 2 parked cars.
Gives it the horns. His first.
Oh, the replay on this is going to be tremendous if we can see that opening step. Look, he's lit these 2 blokes. He's just zipped them. See you later. And, well, you're going to make your own luck, Boozer.
Slide in nicely on the grassy, dewy grass there. He's finished that magnificently. One of the tries of the day so far. Seen some beauties already. This is a very entertaining match we've got on our hands here. There's going to be time for the restart. (12-5) this time. Players in front. That's just over-eager perhaps from the Malaysians, wanting to shut this half out by chasing hard and extinguishing whatever Chinese Taipei wants to come back with, but instead from the half. That's loose, it's on the ground. That's going to go to an orange shirt. Yes, it is. Sadiq Amir. He's cleaned that one up. The hooter might have gone, but points are valuable here. Here he goes again. Here goes Joseph Gordon. He tries to flick it back inside. He's well marshalled to the sideline though. He manages just to get it in. Leaping out of one tackle is the big man, Izudin, and he just can't control the return pass, unfortunately. But again, we're seeing just individual brilliance from players on both sides. The ability to put on some footwork and get out of tackles. It's been a very entertaining half, Jed. 12-5.
And time for some halftime oranges by the look of things. Malaysia won't have to worry, they've got the jerseys for it. Oh, it's been great fun, isn't it? It really has been. And we've seen some terrific skills and some brilliant finishing. And to be honest, that was probably the most ordinary one of the lot. Just great work after a big, strong, harder line that opened up Chinese Taipei to give them some room eventually around the outside. Then, ladies and gentlemen, this is just rugby artwork right there. What about that? Gorgeous. What a try.
Tang Pao Sheng dotting down for their only try.
He's lined it up too.
Yeah,
he's come off the right foot. He's come off his left foot. That's obviously the one he's comfortable with, but that is just sensational.
Keep your comments coming in on the Facebook feed if that's where you're joining us live today.
And for mine, that's the finish of the half, that one. He's beat two guys cold from a standing start. The step, the fan and the gas. Outstanding work.
Great finish by Joseph Gordon, and then he finished off with that nice little in pass. There's the Malaysians now. It's a very new look Malaysian side, isn't it? There's two or three names we recognise, but not many. And the couple of Fijian players that they have relied on during the series, not eligible, I suspect, through not having Malaysian passports. A small crowd starting to build here.
Well, they'll grow, Grant. They'll grow eventually.
That small crowd will grow. Here we go then for the second half. If you're watching this in Korea, you'd better get yourself in a taxi. If not today, then tomorrow, down to the beautiful Nandong Asiad Stadium, built for the 2014 Asian Games. Purpose built for rugby. It's a fantastic spot. One of the best playing fields in Asia. Come down, enjoy the action.
One of the best.
Bring a basket.
말레이시아 팀 선수 교체입니다. 1번 선수가 나오고 3번 선수가 들어갑니다.
It's a lovely bit of grass.
5번 선수가 나오고 8번 선수가
Always
들어갑니다.
a treat to come back here. For Asian rugby events, here we go again. Then this one is hanging in the balance. Good pressure coming in on defence from Chinese Taipei. Taking it to ground is Joseph Gordon. They look to break out from deep. Again, we see the step. This time it's from Amir Nazrun. Taken well by Yu. And look, they're straight on the front foot, aren't they? Look at the beautiful passing out in front. This is Amalul Hazim on the inside ball here, gassing his way. Look at Izudin. He's a big man, but he can go. Sorry, I'm wrong. It's Sofian. And we've seen another beauty here from Malaysia. The passes are crisp, they're out in front, they're hitting at a pace, and this is a great looking Malaysian side we're seeing here.
Yeah, once he gets a roll on this bloke, mate, he's just head down and I'll do the work. Thanks all the way to the line. You know, we marvelled at the arrival of the Malaysian women into the Asia Rugby 7 series. They showed some great work around their passing, so it's good to see as that conversion is completed. It's good to see that the eye for detail reaches across both the men's and women's programs.
Yeah, it's a country to keep your eyes on, isn't it? I mean, we went to Malaysia twice this year for the Asia Rugby Championship, the 15s. They're making waves, making progress in the 15s game. The Truly proud to be hosting those events, getting big crowds along. So rugby's in good shape in Malaysia by the looks. That's going to fall about a metre short. So that last one was converted. Sofian's try. So they're up by 19-5. 2 scores required by Chinese Taipei.
Substitution for Team Chinese Taipei, player number 3 is substituted by player number 1.
They'll try and build something from halfway. Getting on the hammer. Here's Lin Chung Hui. Sticks out the arm. Good run from him. Excellent run. Quick ruck ball. Now it's their turn to get on the front foot. The Malaysians are on their heels. Last pass is good. Can he get it inside? He's over the line. Good strength and determination from Zhao Hanjing. And he's finished a cracker there from Chinese Taipei. 2 phases across the park, and they finish in the corner for their second try.
Terrific work by Chinese Taipei. Absolutely marvellous. I think pretty much everybody must have touched the ball on that occasion.
These are good tries, and these are 2 teams that are impressing this morning.
He's knocked that over 2 from out wide.
That's a beauty. Hong Kong will be watching these games with interest. They would have done their homework. No one does their homework like Hong Kong. Their analyst, Marky Komar, will be recording these and providing intel to Hong Kong later. Look at Chinese Taipei, straight from the restart. I don't believe it. Right under the posts, and a chance to draw level, as we were just nattering about the Hong Kong analyst. He'll be noting that one down.
Gee whiz, is this guy a player? He looks like someone that's won a prize from the crowd. How's he gotten on there?
Well, he's picked up a meat pie.
Look at this. It's a bit of, well, it's just all over the shop. Chinese Taipei. It's game on.
Here we go. Look at the coach there. Coach Ho Ming-Xian. He'll be delighted. They've come back with 2 quick scores, and they are right in here as he rolls the bench. The conversion was knocked over, so it's 19 all. And a draw. Well, it's allowable, but it'll have a big implication on seedings. To be fair, Jed, it's almost as hard to pick top seed versus bottom seed here. There's always a battle at the bottom half of the draw. Teams trying to press, and here they go again. Taken by Amir Nizran. He gets taken a little bit high. Malaysia need plenty of time here, 2.5 minutes. Look at the aggression from both attacker and defender. This time it was Azwan Zawadi, one of the try scorers from the first half. The arm is out. Straightening is Sofian. He scored a try in this half. The bounces on the ball. Sadiq Amir picks up and goes. And they tear into contact. And the defence has been good from Chinese Taipei. Nasharuddin trying to work the edge. Joseph Gordon, another try scorer. 2 minutes remain. A win here, vital for both these sides. The draw won't do them any harm as well, probably. Pick and go from Sadiq Amir. Look at the step, the high stepping Sadiq Amir. He's watching old David Campese videos. Joseph Gordon,
Great
he's got
step.
one. He straightens, he beats one, he goes in for number 2. Try number 7 in this match. It is raining tries, and they are all entertaining tries.
Well, you make the point about top seed, bottom seed, and Malaysia coming back in, and Chinese Taipei going out of the Asia Rugby 7 series. But we haven't seen many errors. I mean, there hasn't been a lot of ball handling errors. There's been virtually no knock-ons. There's been some stoppages for penalties. Short of it being perhaps a beat or 2 off the top pace, it's been an accurate game. It's been a fascinating contest. Third game of the day of the Olympic qualifying tournament. The dreams are live, Boozer.
Yeah, look, and I think teams like Sri Lanka and Korea, who have been on a downward arc in recent seasons, might just get a shock from some of these upcoming sides. You know, we've got the Volcanoes, we've got these two sides, Malaysia, Chinese Taipei, and Afghanistan. Singapore look pretty handy themselves, so we are in for some entertaining games if this is anything to go by. It's great having you all with us on the Facebook feed. Share your comments, give your players a shout out. Who do you think is the man of the match in this game? So the Malaysians, they retake the ascendancy here as Hashimoto gets us underway, closing in on the final hooter. Can they get it to 10 this time? Getting under it, Azwan Zawadi's adjusted well. He's learned from those two earlier mistakes. They trail by 7. Can they go again into the final 20 seconds? Again, they get that big arm in and just managed to get the vital few metres. Keep that defence working backwards. Coming in hard is Amir Nazrin. They know that one mistake here gets them the big W. And he goes again, Amir Nazrin. They scoot down the side. Tries to duck under Joseph Gordon. Hits him with his head in the chest. It's still on here. After the hooter, can they go 70 metres? Look at the pace injected here by Lee. Oh, what a swerve. And he grabs him by the boot. Has a second shot. I thought he was away. Scooting in comes And they're just inside the half now. Can they keep the ball alive? You bet you can. There's numbers here. That one floaty, doesn't go forwards. Oh, it did though. Oh, it was a line ball.
Oh, gee.
Very line. I think there was a referee on the side. Assistant referees called Paddy Quack on the far side. And what a game, Jed. 7 tries, 4 to Malaysia. Let's have a look at this here. I reckon.
Well, I mean, if you're going to build a car park or an airport, then yeah, it went forward, but there wasn't much on that. 26-19, the final score, Malaysia over Chinese Taipei, and I take my hat off to both of these sides. They have provided an absolute spectacle. 3rd game in to this Olympic qualifying tournament here in Xi'an, and it has been an absolute belter.
Yeah, game of the day. I mean, tries like this. There was Chinese Taipei coming back with their first that they needed to draw level, and somehow from the restart they went 50. Bit of a fumble at the back there, and as I said, these teams could tip up teams like Korea and Sri Lanka if they're not on top of their game. And the handshakes on the field all in front of us, there's big smiles, and there's a good bit of body language from both these sides. Even Chinese Taipei, they realise they were in a great match there, and they stuck to task.
Look at this. This is the world famous last chance dance. And that's where the referee decided it was all over. Good idea is just look at the line of the grass here to see how forward it really was, but I think maybe I was just wanting to see things.
All right then, if you're with us on Facebook, Asia.Rugby, tell your friends, give us a follow, and stay with us live for this action over this weekend. And also on Instagram, AsiaRugbyLive, lots and lots of high quality images being shared from the venue here at Ground Zero over this weekend. Share those around, and also on Twitter at Asia Rugby. Get involved, be part of the conversation. Give your players, your team a shout out. And we will be with you throughout the day, but there will be a few breaks throughout the day. We'll play 3 pool games, then we'll take an hour-and-a-half break. So this is the first break. We'll be back local time in Korea at 11:58. That's 2:58 GMT. Join us then for the second round of games. We'll be kicking off with Sri Lanka, Afghanistan. Stay with us. Thank you.